wanted to share a fun little project I'm doing here. This is guerrilla seeding. I have a pretty wild seed mix with lots of clovers, perennial nitrogen fixers, so many herbaceous, super strong growing plants, and some woody ones, but things like Baptisia, Elecampane, cultivar yellow nutsedge, some radicchios, Helianthus giganteus, the giant sunflower, Turkish rocket, lovage. Oh, not too aggressive. Goji berry, a whole bunch of stuff, oregano, mountain mint, all kinds of herbs. And all of this is destined for the side of the road where they redug the swale. So I'm gonna go show you what that looks like. So this is the side of the road where they come in with the grate awl and they scrape away the side here, and they clear it all the way down so that the water flows off the road. That's my house over there. So they just leave this. In some places they seed this out with perennial rye or annual rye or something like that, but that ends up not really doing too well anyway, because it's just kind of bare rocky subsoil that's exposed. I think it's very hot. So what I want is to put plants in that could absolutely just get the top or even the crown sliced right off and just sprout from a root that has, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet of root beyond this surface, so that no matter what they do in the future, these plants will just come right back. Not all the plants that I'm seeding in will do that, because they won't be back here for 3 or 4 years. So there's biennials that won't, come back after 3 or 4 years, obviously, and there's annuals. But in and among the seeds, there are things like Turkish rocket and Elecampane, which should be able to pretty much take this kind of disturbance and then come right back from it. So essentially, it would be nice to see this providing lots of pollen and nectar for bees that I keep and all the wild bees and other pollinators. And it would just be really nice to see this all flowering and full of vegetation in a month's time. So I'm just gonna basically, what I did was I mixed all that seed with compost, just a carrier. So put lots of daikon radish in there, purple top turnips, a couple grass species, and we'll just gently broadcast this over. And a lot of these are really vigorous, and we'll see what we get. One thing I forgot to mention is why I'm doing it at this time of year. You can see these cracks and a couple seeds there, actually those yellow seeds. That's what I just threw. And as the ground freezes and thaws, those cracks open and close, and these seeds will get worked down. And so even something steep, you can see this is about 45 degrees over here. It's maybe even a little more than that. Something steep like this, a lot of these seeds will just fall right down to the bottom, and this will stay bare. But if you do it at this time of year, all these cracks can catch those seeds and they can get in there and vegetate this whole slope. So that's called frost seeding, and it's a really great time to come out here. Any disturbed ditch like this won't take me, I'm just throwing really light on here, it won't take me 10 minutes to do this whole stretch, and it could be a really nice difference for the full season coming up. Tip on the guerrilla seeding is to wear a jacket like this one. I bought this when I was visiting my sister in Wales for I think $4, and it served me pretty well because you can walk around doing things in a public space and it's pretty much not a big deal because you're not trying to hide. People think you're doing something official.